get ready. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Let's plug in our mic and let's get something. Okay, I'm gonna be looking like a ghost. All right, there's just so much news. I'm trying to get one of those ones that. Okay, so let's plug in our mic and we're going to double check our sound. Trying to get the mic in, double check our sound. So sorry. Sometimes that's how it is when you're going live. You can't be too prepared. You're welcome, Oyoyo. Thank you very much for joining. The gist is hot, so I said let me dive right in and talk about it as it's hot. Let me pin this. Let's check the sound to make sure it's okay. And can you hear me? It seems like it is kind of low. I'm not sure. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining me, Oyoyo. Trying to do a quick one here. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining me, Oyoyo. Trying to do a quick one here. You think so? Oyoyo said it's high time they arrested them. Let me just share this. Before we dive right in. Um, Sorry for those of you that will be watching the replay. Live stream is always like that. Sometimes you can never be too prepared. Come in. Let me share. All right. So yes. Singer, artist, Kizz Daniel, the Booga master. Let me see you go lo 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 Booga one. Okay, if you don't know him by his name, at least you know this song that's been trending on TikTok. Everybody's dancing to it. The song is so popular. Everybody is talking about it, so on and so forth. So yes, there's no way you're not going to know who Kizz Daniel is. Okay, for those of you that are going to be watching the replay, but if you don't, just Google his name. Okay, he's trending. All right, so Kizz Daniel has been arrested in Tanzania. I wanted to wait. I didn't want to just come on in and run the story now. I wanted to wait a little bit to see, like what's up, to know if I'm going to see something. So immediately I saw the story, I went from one blog. I'm going to read comments in a bit. I went from one blog to the other, trying to see what's up, like, is it true or it's just some, but all the blogs were saying the same thing. Although some of the blogs I saw that they said he was arrested in Tanzania, sorry, in Uganda, but I think he had a show in Uganda also, but he was actually arrested in Tanzania. So after confirming that, I went straight to his page because I was expecting his team to have posted something, knowing fully well that people were filming him when they were arresting him, when the Tanzania police were escorting him to the pickup truck, which is another thing that is trending. Africans and Nigerians, you people are just so dramatic. Some people are furious that why did they arrest him with a pickup? Some people are complaining that the Uganda police uniform looks like a youth copper uniform. Like, Africans, you people are just all ridiculous and fun people. No matter what's happening in the continent, you people just know how to make fun out of everything, even serious matters. I'm going to read comments in a bit, but yeah, I wanted to go to Kizz Daniel's page and see what's up, if his team would have updated the public about what's going on. But nothing. I went to his story, nothing. I checked all his platform that I know I'm following him on, all his official platform verified accounts. I did not see anything, not on Twitter, not on Instagram, not on Facebook, nowhere. I've not seen anything about statement. I even tried to Google to go through all the stuff to see if something about his team will pop up. I did not get to see anything from Kizz Daniel's team. So I don't understand why they've not spoken up till this moment. Because right now everybody is saying Kizz Daniel failed to perform. Kizz Daniel failed to perform. but we do not know if something actually warranted that. And I think his team should have released an official statement by now, or even if it's not full official statement, to an extent. Okay, I'm going to read to you what I found on Twitter, also like a full message of, I think, the promoters or the organizers of the show apologizing. I got that because I wanted us to just dive in and get all the details, but I'm so sorry that I'm not able to get his response. So that means this is going to be a two-part video, of which when Kizz Daniel's team, because me, I love to analyze from both parts. So right now we're just talking from what we see online, from what the promoters and the organizers of the show are saying. But at this point, Kizz Daniel has not spoken yet. We only saw him being escorted into the van, and that was it. So he hasn't released any statement, like when he did the other nonsense he did in the Gambia, I think, where he rejected the flowers. I think he later on apologized, and then they brought back the lady that gave him the flower, and he apologized to her and took back the flower and did apologize to the people of the Gambia. Was it Gambia? No, Zambia, not Gambia, sorry, Zambia. I think that was where this happened. So he apologized to people of Zambia, and he also posted that on his page. So if you had gone to his page, then I believe it might still be there, I don't know. But it was there on his page where you see him apologizing, and the video where he hugged and accepted the flowers. So I was expecting something similar at this point. Although a lot of people are saying that it seems like Kizz Daniel is fond of this type of attitudes and things like that, but we don't know. We cannot judge. Let me read some comment before I go over to Instagram to pull up the videos. I'll let you people hear the sounds and so on. This will be a very short live stream. There are so many stories to run. Just the time is what we do not have. Okay, so Oyoyo said it's high time they arrested them. Oyoyo also said, Oyoyo's word also said, that's why I don't attend Nigerian shows. Really? I hear this a lot, like, and I don't know why. I was just coming just before, as I was trying to put on my shirt and, you know, put my hair up so I can sit on the live. I didn't want to do off, like turn off the camera while I talk. So I said, let me just put my hair up and change my t-shirt so I can come in and speak. I was using that time to listen to Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze was also live, and some people were up there having words back to back. He was trying to see if he could get the promoter or the organizer of Kizz Daniel's show, but the person wasn't able to join the live stream, so he had to end it. But the conversation was still heated, where a lady came up and the lady was upset that why did they pick him up with such kind of vehicle, and why is Kizz Daniel being treated that way, although she's not siding him that what he did was right. That's what the lady was saying on Daddy Freeze's live stream. She said she's not supporting what he did, that what he did is dead wrong, but a lot of artists behave like this, and if they see him as an upcoming, that she's not sure that, in her own words, or she said she's not sure that this guy would do the same to Timaya and the other artists, Burna Boy and the rest of them. He won't pick them up with such kind of vehicle. In my mind, is that the problem we should be talking about? We should try to find out why Kizz Daniel didn't perform on Sunday if he's been paid fully, because that's what they claim. So I don't even understand why people are complaining of what kind of vehicle. Should they bring an aeroplane to arrest him with? Is that when you people will be satisfied? Come on, get hold of yourself. If you know you've received money, people, your fans, and if you really love and care for your fans so much, you should turn up and do something. You cannot fly into the country and then you didn't show up for the show. So all these people complaining about, but anyway, we're going to do our analysis towards the end. Let me read the last comment and then I'll go over. Hello Nemuzo, thank you very much for joining. You're welcome. Thank you. So Oyoyo's word also said, I went for Yemi Alade's show, only played for 30 minutes, and that was at the end of the show. Are you serious? And it seemed like, from what they said, it seemed like Kizz Daniel was supposed to be the one to open the show. That even makes it worse, Oyoyo, you know, because people, in fact, anyway, both is actually bad. Like you said, you went for the show waiting for Yemi Alade, only for her to, Yemi Alade, right? Let me not say wrong. Yes, Yemi Alade, you said. Waiting for Yemi Alade, only for Yemi Alade to turn up towards the end of the show. And that's something a lot of them always do, and I don't know why. And when they come in, they will just perform for very short time and they're out. And I just feel like, if your fans are paying so much, some people are coming from so far, some people work so hard to raise the money to pay for ticket, and you just come perform for 30 minutes and you're disappearing. And people are expecting you from early, maybe they say show starts at 8. People are even there by 7, be waiting. Instead of you to come at least latest 9 o'clock. No, some of them will show up 12 midnight, and it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Let me read some comments and we'll go over to Instagram and pull up those stuffs. Nemuza say, hi, Mel. Nemuza also said, may I suggest a name change for your channel so it can come up in search? Go ahead. Go ahead. You have something in mind? Go ahead. Write it. I'm checking. Trending news. What? Trending news with Mel? Because I differentiate both channel. I actually don't even connect both of them. So most times, like, if if I'm live, if I'm live here and I'm called Mel, I mostly don't respond because I don't associate that channel and everything that channel stands for. It's completely different from what this one stands for. For example, on this channel, if you give me basketballs, I like, I'm not even going to think twice. I'm just going to pick you up and I'm going to. But on Mel, if I receive, I can always overlook it because I'm kind of pushing for something else there, you know, with the health, the wellness, and all of that. So I try to keep that channel cool. So I don't even want to associate both with the names or anything. I have like a different persona and everything on both, like on both channel. I'm more calm and more, but here I'm ready for the basketballs. Like when it's trending just with Octavia, when I'm in Octavia Cora's mood, I'm in basketballs mood. I'm in that mood where I said, like, I can say it, I can just, you know. I said trending news with me, right? The name is long, right? Yeah, when I was making the name, I felt it was long, but I also why I didn't, I was like, the word trending is a very popular word, and you know, gist is also another popular word when you talk about okay, you don't hear this gist. Have you heard about this gist? And so I was like, trending gist are both very popular words. So with the name at the end, I was just like, okay, it's not something that people will forget or something. So that's why I didn't even bother changing the name. But I guess I'll look into it. Um, um, and, okay, I'm kind of getting what you're trying to say. Okay, so it pops up in search. No, I understand. I understand what you're saying. So it pops up in search. So it would be like similar to kind of some tags that some people will be using. Mm. I get your point. I get your point. I understand what you're saying. Nemuzo, I understand. Yeah. Like when people search for trending, yeah. When people search for trending news, yeah. Yeah. When you said that, it just occurred to me that that's what you're trying to say. Yeah, you have a point with that. I will do something about it. Don't worry. When next you come in the channel, I hope I don't forget. With the so many news and so many things that we have to do. I hope I don't forget. Okay, let me go to Instagram, right? Like when people search for trending news, you'll show up. It will grow your channel. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a good one. Okay, let me pull up this stuff. I didn't even think about it that way. Thank you. Thank you for that fantastic suggestion. Nemuzo, thank you. No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to pull up the stuff I want to read from Instagram, so I have to go out from YouTube. Okay, so I found this on Twitter on someone's channel that's called Minimalistic. That's the person's channel. I think the person puts up gist and things like that on Twitter. Maybe the person might have other stuff, but I just use the hashtag Kizz Daniel arrested. So because I wanted to see stuffs about it from other different, and I also wanted to see what the East African bloggers are posting, although it will be in Swahili language, but I wanted to, see from them also, because something happening in their country. So this person posted this minimalistic on Twitter posted this, and it's like, it writes, big step consultancy And he writes, Monday, 8 August 2022. Let me try to zoom it a bit so I can see. My eyes is terrible. The only person with the terrible eyes that doesn't wear glasses. Okay, let me see. It's so small. I'm trying to zoom it in, but it's not working. Anyway, I will try to see if I can read this. All right. So Monday, 8th of August 2022. Big Step Consultancy wishes to apologize to the public for what happened at the Summer Amplified concert slated for Sunday, August 7th, 2022, where the headliner artist Kizz Daniel, like when I saw this headline, I was like, oh, Kizz Daniel, you cannot be a headliner and you don't show up. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you thinking about? Like, I wish I can show this so people can. But it is, if you want to see it, if you're watching the replay, if you want to see this, you go to Twitter. The person's name is the person that posted this that I'm reading from is called Minimalistic. Like, what? Sorry, Minimalist, not minimalistic. But although she has something in front, so I don't know if she's trying to. But anyways, people with funny names. Yeah. So Minimalist. That's the person that posted this. So I'm just thinking, how can you be a headliner and you actually flew into the country? And I also saw a WhatsApp chat message also on Twitter, but I didn't want to screenshot that one because names were not showing. So I don't know who was chatting with who and how that really relates to this, because sometimes you get true story when things happen, you get true story and you get fake story also. So yes, that being said, when I saw this one and then I saw the other one where someone was saying I'm flying into Uganda, and when the other person asked why are you flying into Uganda, and the person said I'm flying into Uganda so we can fly together with Kizz Daniel to Tanzania, I don't want to hear a story that touches. I don't want to hear that somebody missed their flight, to be on the safe side. So they were kind of complaining that they really went through a whole lot just to make sure that Kizz Daniel gets into Tanzania, and all of that. So, but then after going through all the stress and all the huddle and everything, bringing him from Uganda, because he also had, if you go to Kizz Daniel's Instagram page, you will see the photo. I said they don't treat Nigerians well though, but Nemuza, I think in my mind, I'm not just I'm not just want to talk. Our artists need to try you. This one is not even Nigeria thing. You get. Most of our artists, they need to try, like what Oyoyo's word just said. Most of them need to try. Anyway, we will analyze that one. Let me just finish, because people that watch the replay was like, you're over the all around. So when I saw that, and I was like, oh, they went through all of this and they brought him into the country, so why did he not show up to the arena? Why did he not show up to the venue of the show if he made it into Tanzania already? So that's why I was like, I don't know why up to this extent his team is not releasing an official statement. So let me finish reading this, okay? I'm just kind of breaking it down in parts. Okay, so let's see. Where do we stop? Okay, so it said August the 7th, where the headliner artist Kizz Daniel, who was fully paid, they actually put this in bracket, oh, open bracket, who was fully paid, closed bracket, failed to perform as planned. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience this caused our customers who trusted us and supported our event, partnered with I think partnered with, what is this one, startup vibe, I guess. Okay, I guess that's someone they partnered with. We would like to assure the entire public and fans who paid and showed up for the event that we are doing all we can to ensure that appropriate measures are being taken to make sure that everyone involved is held accountable, and our customers and fans are taken care of, and we kindly request your patience as we deal with this. Any inconvenience caused any inconvenience caused is sincerely regretted, and we assure you the Big Step will continuously strive. This is so little. The write-up is so little. The Big Step will continually strive to deliver great event experience in the future. To all our customers, more details will be shared. Thank you for the understanding and tremendous support. We shall communicate future step as soon as we can. And then signed Marilyn. I'm not going to try to murder. If I murder your name, sorry. Signed Marilyn Mutendera, Operation Manager. So I think this is from the organizers of the show. So I'm going to go back and get the comment that where's that Nemuzo left for us, so we can analyze. I said let me see, I don't want to miss this. What was the last okay, until next one. Okay, okay, not that one. Okay, Nemuzo said they don't treat Nigerians well, though. Nemuzo, that one is normal, not like, there's always this thing going on between Nigerians and other African countries, okay? It's almost like people see Nigerians as people that are very loud, people that are very, like they're too much. That's how people describe Nigerians are people that are too much. So it's kind of, I think a lot of African countries have their reservation when they're dealing with Nigerians, and I feel like sometimes they're kind of too harsh and too hostile because they already have that kind of, I don't know if it's a grudge or if it's something like this beef that the Nigerians most of them don't even know. But on the other hand, also, it seemed like, and I'm talking about them going to, even in their own country, even when Nigerians perform in their country, some of the artists don't even, I don't get it. You attend a show and you're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and artist is not showing up. And sometimes you just think like, what exactly is going on with these people? Like, what exactly is going on? Go do your thing. You're being paid, even if you don't like the organizers of the show, or you people had beef, you didn't have very smooth uh, dealings with the organizers and promoters of the show and whatsoever. Don't you consider your fans, those people that love you, those people that came out hours upon hours, standing there waiting to hear you sing, waiting to hear you perform, and you just turn a blind eye to everything and just not show up? That's why this one was like, we have to do a second part of this video, because I really, 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 really want to know why Kizz Daniel did not show up. I really, really want to know. I want to know why Kizz Daniel did not show up for this, because he was flown into the country from that chat, from the other chat, although names were not shown there. Not as if I know the promoter or the organizers, but at least we will be able to, if a name was given, we'll be able to put that name in Google and try to see if that person is a promoter. Or we know how we can search to find out who those such names and what connection that person or persons have with the event that is going on. So I don't feel like it was right. If you're being paid to do a show, guy, please turn up and do your show. So like I said, on Daddy Freeze, it was heated. I think Daddy Freeze didn't even want it to get that heated, and he was just using style to tell people that my battery is low, because these people were still talking. They were like 3 or 4 people he had up there. You know how he does his own setup and all of that. And they were talking. There was a lady there too that was complaining bitterly that she didn't like. So, well, if you are in Nigeria, and I feel like you should know these things, mostly if you're someone that you're a performer, you are an entertainer, or you do something that will make you travel out from the continent or travel within the continent, going to other countries, you should know how your people are being treated. That when it comes to Nigerians, even fellow Africans, treat them in a different way. Because in Africa, the problem is not that people feel like they're too much, and they feel like they're just too much. So, yes, a lot of African countries don't like Nigerians. All of them, actually. I don't know anyone that I would say except this particular country. All the African countries have their reservations. They have their reservations for Nigeria. So I feel like you as a Nigerian artist, you as a Nigerian celebrity, that you're being invited to another African country, please put yourself together, put your team together, go to the country that you've been invited for, make you've been paid, like now they said he's been paid in full, so they're no longer owing you. Get your money in your bank account, arrive in the country. It doesn't matter how small the hotel is, it doesn't matter if the food you like it or it does, not just don't pay any attention to anything else. Focus on those fans of yours that loves you. Focus on those fans of yours that are out there waiting to hear you sing so they can dance and enjoy themselves, and just be in that moment with you, take photos with you, and whatever they paid you for to do their um if you're arriving a day before, so you can go to like radio stations to talk about the show and all of that. Like some of the promoters that came up on Daddy Freeze show, they were even complaining that that some of the Nigerian artists, this is because it's Nigerian artists they were tackling. Now Kiss Daniel is a Nigerian artist, so they were tackling Nigerian artists. So they said some of the Nigerian artists, you have a show with them, you will make flyers, you post these things that they don't even repost, even when you tag them. And when the person said that stuff, it kind of really, like something just went in my brain, Tana, and I was like, I was thinking of similar stuff a few days ago. I don't remember who, but somebody posted something, and I saw the tag somebody, and then on that person's page there was nothing showing anything about that. And I was like, is this person just trying to use this person's name? So that's how it looks. So I feel like the Nigerian people in the musical industry, since that's where we're focusing on right now, because Kiss Daniel is in a mess, is in this mess now. So I feel like they need to do better. I feel like they need to do better. You cannot be paid for a show and you show up in the country and you didn't perform. Is it that you're too tired? If you're too tired, then why did you book so many shows? Why do you have so many? I don't know what he called. I can't remember what he tagged it, but I saw it on his page: Uganda, Malawi, Tanzania, and name it, and some other countries that I cannot remember right now as I'm sitting here. So if you know you cannot handle, then do it in parts. Okay, do it in parts. Pick few countries, do it so you can have few days in between to rest and few days to fly, because you're flying from one country to the other, so it's up and down. Okay, but be firewood at the end of the day. But yeah, all these things are things that you should have prepared yourself for. So we really need to hear what his excuse was he ill up to the extent where he couldn't move? Because that could happen. Okay, after all those other shows, he could be so tired and he couldn't move. But let me read some comment. I wish he would tell his side of the story. That's it. I went through, like, I didn't want to jump in when I saw it at first to come report about it. I wanted to go see. The first thing I did after checking 2, 3, 4 blogs and making sure that the story was a genuine one and not just people chasing clout. And then I said, okay, let me go to his page. And I went to his page. I didn't see any post or anything. And then I went to his story, because sometimes some people don't share things to their page, but they share to their story. I didn't see anything. I left from there. I went to Twitter. I didn't see a thing. I don't know who his manager is. I don't know Kiss Daniel's manager and names of all those people in his group. I would have gone to follow, because that's something I do. I will follow everybody on social media just so I can get an update of what is going on before I sit down and do my own video and my analysis. So it seemed like at this point I will have to do a part 2. Okay, it's going to be a 2-part video where I have to sit down when he releases his statement, which I believe he would do. If you remember, a few months ago was him and the Zambians, where he went to Zambia at the airport. He arrived in Zambia at the airport when he was coming out, and then they offered him a flower, a bouquet of, he refused it, like he just pushed it. He didn't push the lady, he just put his hand on the flower and pushed the flower outside, not the lady, and walked past. His bouncer that was coming behind him was the one that actually moved the lady to the side, and then they continued. And I was like, oh, this guy is lousy. I still have the video on my channel, on the channel. You can check it. I was like, Kiss Daniel, you be bush boy. That's what I was calling Kiss Daniel on that video. I said, Kiss Daniel, you be bush boy. You be all luku. I was like, you cannot tell me somebody is offering you a very nice bouquet, like bouquet, bucket, whatever, or flowers that they are giving you. My friend, accept the flowers. Even if you hate flowers, just accept it. Give her a hug. Some kisses on the cheek, and thank you so very much. Go into your car, get to your hotel, and dump the bouquet there. And you will definitely find someone actually that you might want to hand that stuff over to, that will appreciate you and like, oh, Kiss Daniel gave me flowers or something. But accept it. This is airport. Everybody's looking. People will be filming. You know that the moment you're landing, because they've been promoting, talking about you coming for this event. So everybody's waiting to see you. Immediately you land in the country, cameras will be up. And then you just slide the lady with the flowers and you walked past. When they started dragging him on social media, the Zambians and every African country, including Nigerians, were dragging him. He did a request to get to see the lady back. The lady went back, but you could see that the flower had changed, because the colors, if you saw the first one, you could tell that it changed, or either from camera angle, I don't know, but it looked like the flower. The first one, I think for me, the first one at the airport was more beautiful, looked more natural, looked more like real flowers, fresh flowers, like fresh plants. But the other one looked like these plastic things that they make, that they sell. Yeah. So he later accepted it, but in my mind I was like, this one no still matter. I no do anything. You're still a bush boy, like, like that's it. Let's call it spade a spade. Like, be nice to your fans. Let me read some comment. Okay, so there must be more to it. I think so too. There are some that don't care and take their work for granted, but Kizz Daniel seemed to be one of the good ones. Nemuzo, with the story that is going on, it seems like Kizz Daniel is among one of the ones that are not good. And when we mean not good, we're talking about character-wise in the entertainment industry. We don't know what their private life. Some of them are so like. I remember when people used to say Timaya is so rude. Timaya is so rude. I was like, if you know Timaya to the house, you know that he's totally different. Timaya is totally different. He comes out as an arrogant and wanting. If you know Timaya to when cameras are not in his face and all of that, you will know that Timaya is, come on, Timmy is very polite and talks with respect. But if you see Timaya outside, immediately Timaya comes out of, immediately he's stepping out from his gate. His mood changes. As you will see it, like something comes, like it changes. And I used to tell people, I said, Burna Boy brags. Burna Boy, you see, is Burna Boy. Like that's him. That's when you see Burna Boy is Burna Boy. I can remember Burna Boy, like from studio to, just forget it. People, the ones that I've seen. Another one that I know that has very good character and very down to earth is Donka Mighty. When you see Donka Mighty at home, you're going to, like this, some of them, the way they behave outside and the way they behave inside is not the same. But it seemed like the stories we're hearing about Kizz Daniel, like it seemed like Kizz Daniel is kind of rude. But we can kind of understand, Kizz Daniel just came up just like that. And I feel like this stardom thing has taken over him. So let's give him a little bit of time, and we believe everything will kind of mellow down. But for me, one person that I always believe that is very calm, both outside and even inside, is Two-Face. You can see like he's very simple. Two-Face Idibia keeps everything simple. The only problem Two-Face Idibia has is he chases too many women and has too many kids and too many baby mamas and drama and causing problems for his wife, Annie Idibia. That's the only problem Two-Face Idibia has. And he has actually admitted that his problem is he likes women. He has said it numerous times. But Two-Face is very down to earth. But when you see Kizz Daniel, you know that Kizz Daniel, the fame now is all over Kizz Daniel's head, and his head is now mightier than the head of an elephant, a lion, and tiger, and everything else put together. His head is bigger than that. He should have shown and probably not do business with them again. Exactly. Oh, really? He does many shows in the UK. That's Kizz Daniel, eh? I guess he loves people in the UK, not... if that's the case, is he not a clown? Hey, Nemuzo, if that's the case, is he not a clown? Eh? You go throw away your own people when they're home. You go, they go. If you don't feel love your people when they're house, you not love nobody. That's what I used to tell people, like, forget it. If you cannot love yourself, you cannot love anybody else. So if you don't feel love your people, with the next door to now, you keep fan. I won't go. That one, money love now. Now the what is it called? The pounds now in love. Nobody. You understand? Nobody fans. Now the pounds, by the time it convert am to Naija money, na but giant check bags go dey carry go home. That's just what I think, you know. So okay, let's briefly go back to this. And I said this was going to be short, and it's 34 minutes already. Okay, so let's see, maybe 40 minutes on the dot. I'll end it. Let me go and find. All I see is Kizz Daniel being arrested. Kizz Daniel being arrested. I don't see this as I see Punch newspaper. I really want to see the yeah. All I see is people talking about him being arrested, but I'm not seeing anybody sharing his own side of the story yet. Like I don't know what his there's something wrong with Kizz Daniel's team. That, in my opinion, something's wrong with his with their team. Because if something like this is going on and up till now you're yet to say a thing, then what's going on? Like here, yeah, they have him at the police station in Tanzania. I think there are like three of them. Him and two other people. Let me try to find the one where they picked him up from his hotel.
Tanzania, you going for it. You going for it. You cause the damage to this country. You must go in for it. Tanzania, you going for it. You going for it. You cause the damage to this country. You must go in for it.
Um. Okay, so. Mm, okay, so something else that was said, which I checked through all those blogs that posted this stuff, but I didn't see it, is that there was a video. There was a video that was actually trending. Let me see this one. They said there was a video that was trending where people were breaking things in the venue where they were supposed to do the show. So I don't know if that's why this person is saying you must go in for this, you must go in for this. You cause the damage, you cause this damage to the country. You must go in for it, because a lot of people also on social media were saying, why is this particular person that is talking so um uh why is the person so upset? Like, why is the person blowing the whole thing out of proportion? Why are you saying that he caused the damage to the country just because he didn't perform in the show? So I'm thinking there is more to this story than, because I don't think the person would have used this word, or structured worded his sentence this way, saying you must go in for it, you caused damage to the country. So it's possible that something else might have happened that prompted them to call the police to arrest Kizz Daniel, which in return, I think they're blaming him for being the cause of that. So, reading on Twitter, somebody also suggested that people were breaking things. So, if I'm thinking if it was like a stadium or whatever place, they mentioned the place. So, I'm thinking if it was like a stadium or something like that that he was supposed to perform, maybe angry fans started breaking things, feeling like the promoters and the organizers of the show kind of scammed them, knowing fully well, like they tell them that Kiss Daniel was coming. A lot of them want to buy a ticket to see the Buga guy. You know, everybody wants to do go low, low, low Buga with him, take photos and things like that. So a lot of people bought tickets just to go see Kiss Daniel, but Kiss Daniel did not show up. So I think that might have prompted people to start breaking things, you know. So I think that's why he said that you must go in for it. And when I saw this video, I was like, why has his team not said anything? Were they all arrested? Because on the video we saw that it was only 3 persons that were in the van with the police men. You know, it was like, I think also 3 policemen standing behind the pickup truck with 3 guys sitting, like a bigger guy, which I'm thinking that might be his bouncer because of the guy's size, and or someone else that is a normal size than him. So that might be his PA, I don't know, or something, someone close to him. So there were 3 in the that were escorted out of the hotel. And even when they got to the police station, the person that was filmed them when they were coming down from the pickup, and you see that there were 3 of them that came down and walked into the police station. um at this point, I just hope that there was a good reason why Kiss Daniel did not go out to perform. I'm going to read comments in a bit. I hope that there was a good reason why Kiss Daniel didn't go out to perform, but if not, the whole thing is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, you know. So, okay, Nemuzo is laughing. Say maybe more money paid. Who knows? Yes, they should release a statement for his fans. Yes, yeah. I think they should. They should. Because at this point it's just like, okay, Kiss Daniel didn't perform, Kiss Daniel didn't perform, and nobody knows why he didn't perform. Was there a misunderstanding? You know, was he actually thinking he was supposed to perform on the 8th instead of on the 7th? Or like, there's just so many things uh, that is not clear at this point. So we just have to wait and see. But for now, we're going to round this up. There's just so many news. There's so many news to carry. But the time is my problem. The time to sit down and do these videos is just what, but so many stuff is going on online. So thank you also very much. Like I said, this will be a 2-part video. If Kiss Daniel's people release something tonight, then I will try my best to jump in, even if it's 12 midnight 1 a.m. I will try to jump in and update. But if, because different time zone and all of that, so if I'm not able to catch it up, then I'll catch it tomorrow and I will bring the update. If I run a story and I see an update, I always love to bring the update also, so you get the full gist. So thank you also very much. Thank you, Yo-Yo, for stopping by. Thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you so much, Nemuzo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. I'm super grateful. Say wahala in your words. Oh, Nemuzo, love is for kind wahala today. Oh, the wahala plenty, as in this artist. I believe this is going to cause a whole lot of drama in the, you know, Nigerian promoters, showmakers, artists, and all of that, because a whole lot of people are upset right now, and I don't understand. Some sort of people are upset the kind of vehicle that they used to pick him up. I don't know if it's the one they used to arrest him or the one they used to pick him up at the airport. I'm not sure. So right now, I said TikTok, Twitter is on fire. Like, people are just tweeting and comment sections are just flooded with ridiculous comments. I was also reading on someone's Instagram on one of the Tanzania blog, like from the name I can see that it's Swahili language. So a lot of people were commenting underneath that particular blog that if anything should happen to Kiss Daniel, Nigeria is coming for Tanzania. In my mind, you guys, stop it, stop it. Kiss Daniel is yet to release a statement, and these people, they've released their own statement with videos showing and saying that he did not perform, so that's why he's been arrested. So nobody should start trying to make it a battle between Nigeria and Tanzania, because that's not what this is. It's one person that has done something allegedly at this point, because he has not spoken out, so we don't know. So people should not be too quick to say if something happens to Kizz, Nigeria is coming for Tanzania and this and that. That's not what it is. First of all, get to the root of the matter, and then you can analyze and judge fully. If Kizz is wrong, tell him he's wrong. He needs to refund them their money, or they have to reschedule that show and he needs to perform because he's been paid full. According to them, all of this is alleged right now because we do not know. We don't have the full story. What if Kizz comes out and say, that's not what he told me, blah, 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 blah. You all got to also understand it's different, Tanzania, Swahili, Nigeria, English. Did they have communication problems? I don't know. We just have to just keep an open mind to hear from Kizz also and know why he didn't show up to perform in Tanzania. Like, he was in the country, but he didn't show up to perform. So we'll get all of that. Thank you all so very much. Thank you, Nemuzo. Thank you, Yo-Yo. Thank you. So yeah, that's that for now. If any story, if I have the time to jump in, I'll jump in and just talk about it if I have the time. So thank you so very much. Thank you. Super grateful. Bye. See y'all. Thank you. God bless you all. Okay.